and institute government of men and women. We praise and thank thee for the beautiful land Namibia. Let thy abundant blessings and wisdom therefore descend upon us here in the National Council, and grant that we may humbly and responsibly deliberate on all matters entrusted to us for the upliftment and welfare of the people of this country. We ask all this in the name of our Lord and Liberator, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Shall we affirm? I solemnly affirm that I will be faithful to the Republic of Namibia and its people. I solemnly promise to uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Namibia to the best of my ability, so help me God. Can we take our seats? Honorable members, thank you so much for a good turnout. After we had a very long day yesterday, one can really see that we are so committed to what is expected of us to fulfill. The House is called to order. Honorable members, as this is our last session of the Sixth National Council, again, I would like to afford the honorable members opportunities to reflect on the journey as members of the Sixth National Council. I now call upon Honorable Huyeman to lead the reflection session.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning. Moro. Kaingwa. Haidugo. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, in African culture, we say big boys don't cry. But if I cry this morning, I will not ask for any apology because I want to cry. Let me first and foremost thank the Almighty God for giving me this opportunity to serve as a member of this August House. Let me thank the party that I am representing, that is the Landless People's Movement, the Karas Regional Council, who accorded me this opportunity, as well as the Beresford constituency. I would fail in my task if I don't thank my beautiful and lovely wife, Wilhelmina Memory Huyema, and my children for sharing their time with you. This lovely wife, whose tea Chavionja loves so much that at times I become jealous, and whose meat Madam Pamela always talks about. Let me also thank the colleagues of the Landless People's Movement in the party who always give me support as I reap in my weakness and wickedness. For all of you who give me support and pray for me silently, I thank you. Honorable Chairperson, when I joined this parliament, one thing happened. I learned to read. I have been a teacher for almost more than 20 years, but I never read. And what prompted me to read was when gentlemen like Kuvawa stand up, Bango stand up and say, I am standing on rule 1, and I always want to make sure whether they are telling the truth. I have learned to read laws. I have learned to read policies. I have learned to read statutes, and for that, I will always be grateful. Colleagues, I would echo the same sentiments that my previous speakers said, that politics, tribes, religion don't surface in this house. The moment we are together, we are talking about national issues. And that is maybe because we are coming from constituencies where we have more or less the same challenges and same problems. Let me thank you for giving me the opportunity to travel the length and breadth of this country, even to Evale, even to Etanga, even to Namakoro. Mm. In my language, it will mean Namakaro, it will mean you are going up and down, Namakaro, and even traveling internationally. This Oakers House, Honorable my chairperson, my colleagues from the administration afforded the opportunity, and I don't think it happened in the other national councils, but this one afforded or accorded our spouses the opportunity to meet and to become friends. I talked to my wife last night and she said, give my best wishes to Mua because apparently she and late Mua and the late, I don't know why all are late, the late Pusu were in a group in Oshibaranko together. So this is the opportunity where our spouses could meet. Honorable Mua, on a personal note, let me thank you. I don't know whether you can recall the night in Accra, in Ghana, at the High Commissioner's Office or House, the current Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, where you said, I always observed Huiman when we are in the house. I don't know what he is telling the boys. Sorry, that is what they said, the boys, on his side. But after Huiman said something, he's calm among the boys. Thank you for being such an observant leader. The decorum of this house should be praised. We are being referred to on social media as the dead house, as the silent house, but we know why we are here and we debate issues. We don't attack personal characters in people in political parties. That we should be praised for. Even when we disagree, we do it in a mature way. To my able chairperson of the Committee on Education, Science, ICT and Youth Development, thank you very much, Mother, for always being a mother. To all my colleagues in the committee, where we have been traveling, where we could go to someone's house, eat dinner, mingle, and chat. Thank you so much. I can remember the last lunch was from our last one, as we refer to him, Honorable Benson, when we were in Swakopmund. And we were, are you coming? Where is the lunch? Please make quick, we are hungry. And at last he came. They became my family so far so that I could sleep at Honorable Chabonja's house in Oganda, whilst we are from different political parties and from different backgrounds. Colleagues, all in all, let me thank you. And if I have maybe step on the toes of someone. Please, my humble apologies. May I then wish you all the best, all the strength with your campaign. I'm not going to campaign. From here, I will travel to Swakopmund. I will rest, and then I will take office after the elections. Because there is nobody I should campaign against. I thank you. And the good
All right. Thank you so much for that confidence, and we move further, and we now accord the floor to Honorable Isaac.
Morning, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable members. Allow me to give my thanks to the Almighty Holy Father who brought me thus far. I will make two statements before I will continue. One, a good dancer must know when to leave the stage. No matter how good you are. That is the first statement. The second one is Thabo Mbeki, the former president of South Africa, said once there was something going on at the ANC, the political party. They wanted to oust him, and the journalists approached him and asked him, "What is happening now? What is going on at the ANC?" And Nelson Mandela was leading that meeting. He said, "No, ANC brought me here as a president. And if the same ANC say I must go, then I'll go." So it's the same with me. LBM political party brought me here. And if the same LBM political party say I must go, then I will go. In peace and harmony. I will go in peace and harmony, no fight. I have decided I will not fight anybody. I will not go and stand contest independent. I will not join any political party. I will not decampaign my colleagues, my successor, and I will also not form any political. I'll not form my own political party. I don't have time for these small things. I will stay in LBM as long as it takes. Let me go to the
Okay. Honorable Isaac is
let me go to the my father. Before he passed on, he told me, "I heard you join the politics. I heard you got a position that they call regional councillor. Don't think that position is permanent. Don't think that position is employed through these applications and interviews and so on. This is politics. Political positions are temporary arrangements. It's not permanent. That you must know." And if I say, "Now, you must start now. You must start now with an exit plan. You must start now with the exit plan. So that you must go that day in peace. Don't fight the people. Go that day in peace. Don't stress you. There's no need to stress for me." That small words, they help me very much. Really, I can say today confidently that I'm through that stage already. I'm through the stage already. So I'm not really fighting with anybody. I'm in peace, in love. I'm harmony, I'm happy, and so on. National Council, learn with discipline, punctuality, and respect to others. That with respect is very important in life. And humbleness. I must thank my people who brought me here. Onba Mudinga is not present, but he's the one who brought me to National Council. Through fights, we went through fights, politics is going on. But he brought me here to stay with him. I must thank the National Founding Executive of LPM, Landless People's Movement, who granted me this opportunity to join the National Council. Honorable Gauma said last night, lead from where you are. Lead from where you are. And I was thinking about that statement. And I have decided, I have no need to go to Marindal or to Rebot or to Wintu. I must stay where I am, on the farm, and people must hurt me there. People must hear me. People must hear me. That is what this is telling me. And I have started the process already. I will be within a year and 6 months. I will be selling rams, workout and meat masters. I have started already with that process. The rams are already available. I started with mating already. The rams. Let me go further. And this time around, it's not just farming. This time around is for me trum farming. That means basically sustainable farming to generate high income. High income, brother. Coupled with quality of livestock. I will make the same money but the commercial farmers are making on their farm. In a common area, in an open area. I can do that.
Yes.
All what I need from the Almighty is health and the rainfall. That's all what I need. Let me thank my wife for the love, for the support, and for the advice. I'll not thank my kids because they are not interested in these things. Yeah. They never voted, they don't care about these political rallies and politics, they don't care about these things. They have no interest. Lastly, I must thank my mother. She's an old lady. People must stay in the reserve in Karas region. I go every month there to Karas region. People are thinking it's for the food, to give the food. No. It's not for food. That old lady, she's praying with me. If I went to that place and I must now leave, she's praying with me. She prayed, I must also pray. That's the reason why I'm going to this place every month. So even now, I know, even now, this morning, she prayed for me, for my survival. To my committee, we had a very huge task in this committee. The name of our committee is Transport, Infrastructure and Housing, including sanitation. Sanitation, housing. Really, we tried our best. We went to the places where we can, and we have seen things, and we made recommendations so that these things must change. There is a place in Lutherans. People, there's an old hall in Lutherans. That hall is today full of what do you mean? Message. Thinking all over. Jesus of humanity. It's full. The whole hole is full. So people are suffering of sanitation in Karas region, especially leaders. And we must also, this sanitation thing must also be targeting also the rural people as well as the urban people. Really. To my chairperson of the National Council, I wish him health, a young person, so we must support him. And even the next National Council people must support him so that he must grow. We must support him, we must elect him, you decide, support him and elect him so that we can go to the level of the presidency. We can do that. So I submit.
Thank you so much, Honorable Isaac, for the wishes. I am proceeding, and I now open the floor to Honorable Likua.
Yeah, thank you for the floor, Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. Today, as we are close the chapter of the 6th National Council, I stand here filled with proud, gratitude, and emotion. Honorable Chairperson, thank you for your outstanding leadership and for guiding us with a fairness, wisdom, and dedication throughout this journey. I remember the member of National Council for Commerce, when we started, we were almost complaining about kilometers we are driving from our constituency. And we wrote our letter to our chairperson of National Council, not complaint, but to request. And he heard us. As we are speaking, we are claiming also that kilo after session. Sincerely, we appreciate for that. This what never happened before, as I followed the historically, and it was a fight with the officials according to the policy, according to the law, etc., etc. But chairperson said, are they driving the kilos? Yes, let us give them. And today we are getting us that kilo like you, our colleague from other regions. We are very appreciative, and I will never forget that changes. Onane kauma, gorika dige kuto, iruga na again a history ya kumana kutunda kawango dogoro momo usingi. For your loyalty, patent, and strong leadership over the year have left a lasting mark on this council and on all of us who served under you. I remember my chief whip and our daughter, deputy chief whip, for your guidance, encourage. Always in the WhatsApp when one of our members, special SWAPO party members, you remind them, comrade, you are not in the chamber, where are you? That word, I'm always here and there, even I'm not in the chamber. I'm checking after 30 minutes, Comrade Shimi will write a word, say, comrade, where are you? We will not forget you, comrades, for that guidance. Continue and do it, even to the traditional. I hope you are going to be a headman now, because you will be guided to everywhere. My colleague, honorable members, this house, it was really a very good house. If we compare with the National Assembly, honestly speaking, this house, someone come, and especially those who are sitting here, he will not realize that where is the ruling party, where is the opposition. He can't change it. The way we are talking, the way we are contributing, the way we are making jokes. Really, I never see Comrade Isaac being angry when he stand up with everyone say kufut. And we are just laughing. And I never see him is angry, go out and he's frustrated. No, he's just also laughing. That is the good spirit we have. Comrade Mbangu here and there, standing every day, every now and then. And sometimes everybody said, because they are tired of his standing every time. But the spirit going, we never even say, chairperson, you must discipline Mbangu. It's very too much. Nothing like that. We just live and laugh and stay as it is. Thank you very much for that, my comrade. I hope this spirit, wherever we meet.
Okay, Honorable Ikua is protected.
Thank you very much, my chairperson. That is the spirit we have. Yeah. The spirit we have. We must mention what the
Honorable
spirit we have.
Ikua, can you address the chairperson?
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. My Tobias Ainyeko and Almighty Swapo Party. Thank for you when you thought to send me here. I really thank from the bottom of my heart for the trusting me to come here and serve. You gave me the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to contribute to the progress of our great nation. To the Namibian people, thank you for the listening, supporting, and believe in this council work every single day. My time on the Standing Committee of Transport, Infrastructure and Housing was one of the great learning and teamwork, together with my 6 honorable councillors and staff members. We work hand in hand, not just as a team, but as a family. I remember always our chairperson, he divided us every year, 2 members in a car. When this year I'm with Honorable Isaac, if you want to laugh, just start. Which region is this? You don't know. When we was in a regime, South African regime, all this site is for bamboos and swapos. But us, we pass here and we go there. I stay. He don't know Kalai, but he say he was in Kalai. Everywhere you go, he know. Every region he know. He was there with the regime. That is, I remembering that our team was really a hand in hand and really a family. And you are saying already that, don't think that I'll come back. I'll not come back. I'm going to farm. And I'm going to sell goats, sheep, and I'm going to stay there far, 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 far from town for 6 months. Then I'll come back to town. I'm really appreciate for that, our team. It is really a good journey for life. And to my brothers and sisters from the Commerce region, this bond we have built will remain forever. We made history together and it will never forgotten. May we all continue to serve Namibians with humility, unity, and love for our people. I thank you.
Thank you so much for that recollections. Let's not worry about that. These are two cousins. Honorable members, I now give a floor to Honorable Katura, who is the last on today's list, to do further reflections.
Oh. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Don't start.
Okay, Honorable Katura, address the chairperson. Worry not with the council.
I will come to that. Honorable Chairperson of the National Council, honorable members. I joined this National Council in 2021-2022. I did not start in 2020. I joined with Honorable Busiku as a friend. I have many reflections in terms of National Council. When a person prays, you say it. I think Honorable Gunaire will agree with me. Even if you don't say what you wanted, God is giving this to you. It's given already. In this regard, I want to tell that what I will not mention is not deliberate, but I failed to mention it, although it is important. Starting from the regional council, which Kavango West region, I never dreamed to be a member of the National Council. And I even said it in my maiden speech. Honorable Chairperson, specifically to you as a chairperson and a member of the Regional Council of Kavango West. Without you, I think I could not come here. I can recall that meeting where we were waiting who would join the National Council from the region. And the only person who stood up was the chairperson. And I did not know what he was supposed to speak, what he could speak. And he's the one who mentioned my name. And from there, I joined the National Council. Thank you very much. That leadership and your proactive, I hope it's felt at this National Council. What I will say now is on behalf of my family. I have a family, my wife, my children. When I go back, I always tell them, because they ask me, what's going on at the National Council? How you are surviving there? What is there? What are your duties? Then I have to tell them. And I have a good memory. Number one, first of all, two, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to appreciate the administrative arm of the National Council. Under the leadership of our executive director, we also know him, Tosi Namise. Really, the administrative staff at this National Council, their work is so marvelous. And they go beyond limited time to assist each and every one of us, in particular myself. I can recall the first day here in the National Council in this chamber. That's why the people say, sit down. When I have to deliver my maiden speech, I was given an opportunity to stand up. Then I heard the voice coming from the sit down. Then it's an order. I have to sit down. Then the chairperson said, stand up, Honorable Gatura, and proceed. When I stood up and proceed, the other voice coming there Switch off. And the person who said switch off is not here. Honorable, he was sitting there. Honorable Kando. And I said, switch off again. And these are things which comes and which happen. And this I told even my children how these things happened. And it went to become worse again in this same chamber. When the chairperson is being replaced by the vice, even when the vice chairperson is being replaced by the first, those ones. How to address Honorable Ikando and how to address Honorable Muteka, it was worse. Not only for me alone. To say the first vice chairperson of the committee of what all those. That one. And at this side you can hear Honorable Mbangu how we want to correct you. And this, it was ready for me experience, how we help each other and how we teach each other, but we were waiting. And from the administrative arm, really, the way you worked, in each and every office where I entered, I did not get any negative response. From the bottom of my heart, I can say that you are the best of the best. I can recall from the finance, from the transport, wherever, even when I have to be sent to Zambia, then I was told, because I was a regent, then he said, Honorable, you are going to Zambia. Then I said, what? I'm not going. I did not go because I don't know gave my name as a member of the CPA. Then when I came here, I fall in the hand of Meme Helena. She's even here. I did not know where Zambia is, how to travel and all those things. But with her guidance and support, whatever we did there is ready to be appreciated. Going forward to the administrative arm again, when we have to go for the oversight function, I could not recall even how to get a report of such a nature because we have to come together and just give our inputs. But after 2 days, the report I'm seeing, I could not believe it. It's so outstanding, without any mistakes, and it's given to you. In particular, when I was even given to present a motion here in the National Council chamber. I did not know how to do it, but with the paper in front of me, I was confident enough to deliver that motion. And during our oversight, there were still many fun going on. I can recall Honorable Benson was given a portion of land. I can testify this one. The land is still there. But he failed to get the land back, to claim it back, because of the distance and the area of where the land is. In addition to that, our chairperson of the committee, there were sometimes ups and downs. Then she knows how to bring us together, in particular when we have a different, small difference in terms of time coming together. Because my belief, time is money. Time on task is so important. And sometimes there are some members who feel like time is not so much, but then but the chairperson could bring us together in all matters where we have a difference. I don't want to leave out the memory in G4. In G4 is where the administrative staff have to come and even simplify things about the bills, things which we could not understand. They invite some experts so that they could clarify. And this gave us confidence and even additional information to deliver in the chamber. And in that G4, I can just recall my permanent seat. My permanent seat, just what that was. I used to sit like this and face it. Then when I face this side, I can see our lectures for the certificate of parliamentary practice and conduct. Specific Prof. Amo. We used to call him Swakop. Why? There are many reasons. And the continuous 6-day examination timetable, it was so tight. And after I wrote, then I said, did I pass all the subjects? But with a distinction in constitutional democracy. That is Swakop. That one cannot be left behind. And all of this which happened here, it gave me strength and it gave me experience. I gained the necessary knowledge how to address issues in my constituency. And let me just confirm that and tell this Honorable House that at my constituency, as the outgoing councillor, I'm not former outgoing councillor, I am proud and I look back and see that I did all what I'm supposed to do in these 5 years. Because before the 5 years, I was a member of that community. And what I did is, I bought 2 tents, middle ones, big ones. One tent is over 60,000. And these 2 tents were used within the constituency by the family members who experience shortage of finance in terms of burying their beloved ones. Secondly, I used to assist the non-Namibians. Non-Namibians means those who don't have documents. Stateless. They are stateless, undocumented. And they are already 60 years old, but they could not benefit from the pension fund. In my constituency, there are more than 60 of them, but now there are only 12 left to be completed. And I managed to complete 40 of them. With this, I meant that the courage came from the National Council experience, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable members. I have a lot to say, but at last, let me say that and congratulate those who made it to continue. And I hope everybody, if you made it at the primaries, I wish you have to win. Everyone, irrespective of your political party now. If you are here, we want you to come back so that you proceed. Because you are the only person who knows what the National Council is and how the National Council proceeds. My only query in my head, only comment is that, how do the National Council standing committees make sure, how do the National Council standing committees make sure that the oversight function recommendation are being implemented in the different regions, in the different offices, in the different ministries, and at large. That is my only comment, and I wish that if the recommendation of the different committees can be implemented by the OMAS, this country will change from better to the best. With that, Honorable Chair, and I thank you.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, as earlier announced that Honorable Katura was the last on the list, unless there are those ones with afterthoughts. Otherwise, the list will get closed. And I would like to invite you to join me as we give thanks to those who have contributed on the reflections today. We now proceed with our normal business of the House. Honorable members, I have received the following message from the Speaker of the National Assembly, that the National Assembly has passed and referred the Appropriation Amendment Bill, Bill 11 of 2025, to the National Council with Article 75, Sub-Article 1 of the Namibian Constitution. The Secretary will now read the bill for the first time.
Appropriation Amendment Bill, Bill 11 of 2025.
Thank you so much. Back to our routine order. Any petition? See none. Any report of the Select and Standing Committee? See none. Any report and papers? See none. Any notice of motion? Honorable Muteka, I see your hand.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning, Honorable Members. Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members, I hereby give notice in terms of Rule 54 of the National Council Standing Rules and Orders that on Friday, the 7th of November 2025, I shall move the report of the 150th Interparliamentary Union, IPU, General Assembly and related meetings held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan from the 5th to the 9th of April 2025. I so move.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member. Please sign and table the notice. Thank you. Any further notice of motion? Are we done with the notices? Okay. Honorable Garachimi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members. I hereby move a motion without notice that in accordance with Rule 31 of the Standing Rules and Orders of the National Council, the proceedings of the day not be interrupted if still under considerations beyond 13 hours. I so move.
Thank you. You may sign and table the motion. Thank you. Any further notices of motion? Honorable Shimi again.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members. I hereby move a motion without notice that in accordance with Rule 27, the sitting days of the
Located in the northwestern part of Namibia lies the Kunene region. Kunene region prides itself on being the most ethically and demographically diversified region, rich with history and vibrant cultures, and it's home to Namibia's indigenous ethnic group called the Vahimba people, whose lifestyle, tradition, values, and culture have never transitioned to fit the modern times. This is the Great Kunene region. The region is the second largest in the country after Karas region, covering an area of 115,293 kilometers squared of the total Namibian land. Kunene region's capital is Opuwo. The region's name comes from the Kunene River, which forms the northern border with Angola. Kunene region is home to about 86,856 inhabitants, according to a census from 2011, representing about 4% of the Namibian population. The region comprises of 7 constituencies, namely Opuwo Urban, Opuwo Rural, Sesfontein, Korihas, Epupa, Ocho, and Kamanyab. The geography of the Kunene region is characterized by its stunning natural landmarks such as the iconic Epupa Falls, the vast expanses of desert in the Skeleton Coast National Park, and the towering Brandberg Mountain. These natural wonders not only attract tourists from around the world, but also play a crucial role in shaping the region's ecosystem and providing resources for its inhabitants. But perhaps what truly sets Kunene apart is its people. The Himba tribe, known for their distinctive, rich okra hairstyles and traditional way of life, add a layer of intrigue to an already captivating region. It's like stepping back in time and experiencing Africa as it once was, raw, untamed, and full of surprises. Delving into the historical background and cultural significance of the Kunene region reveals a rich tapestry of indigenous tribes, such as the Himba people who have inhabited these lands for centuries. Their traditions, landscape, and way of life have deeply intertwined with the landscape and have contributed to the shaping of the region's unique identity. Let's examine the economic development and key industries in Kunene, shedding light on how the traditional practices coexist with modern advances in sectors such as mining, agriculture, tourism, and conservation efforts. Understanding these industries help to paint a comprehensive picture of how the region has evolved over time while retaining its cultural heritage. The Kunene region is a land of breathtaking natural beauty, characterized by its diverse geography and striking natural landmarks. From the towering red sand dunes in the Namib Desert to the rugged mountains of the Brandberg Massif, the region is a study of contrasts. The landscape is punctuated by deep canyons carved out of the Kunene River, which winds its way through the arid terrain, providing a lifeline for both wildlife and human inhabitants. One of the most iconic natural landmarks in the Kunene region is the Epupa Falls, a series down into a rocky gorge, creating a mesmerizing display of power and beauty. The falls are not only a popular tourist destination, but also hold cultural significance for the Himba people, who call this region home. In addition to its stunning waterfalls, the Kunene region is also home to unique geographical formations such as the petrified forests and ancient rock art sites that offer a glimpse into the region's rich history. These natural landmarks serve as reminders of the forces that have shaped this rugged landscape over millions of years. Overall, the geography and natural landmarks of the Kunene region are an integral part of its identity, attracting visitors from around the world who come to marvel at its beauty and immerse themselves in the rich cultural heritage. One of the most fascinating features of the region is the Kunene River. The river cuts through the rugged terrain like a hot knife through butter. It's a lifeline for both humans and wildlife alike, providing much needed water in an otherwise arid landscape. This river can be as unpredictable as a toddler on high sugar. And let's not forget about the wildlife that calls this region home. From elephants lumbering through the savannah to lions pawing in search of their next meal, there's never a dull moment when it comes to animal sighting in Kunene. It's like being on a safari 24/7, but without having to worry about paying a handful of money to experience this animal in their natural habitats. This region has been home to various indigenous tribes, such as the Himba and Herero people, who have inhabited the area for generations. These tribes have their own unique cultural practices and traditions that have been passed down through oral history and rituals. The Kunene region holds immense cultural significance, not only for its local residents, but also for its visitors who come to experience the rich tapestry of customs and beliefs that are still practiced today. The traditional dress of the Himba people, with their distinctive red ochre paste covering their bodies, is a visual representation of their cultural identity and connection to the land. Similarly, the Herero women's elaborate Victorian-style dresses pay homage to their history of resistance against colonization. The Kunene region is a melting pot of cultural diversity and traditions, each as vibrant and unique as the next. But perhaps another thing that truly sets Kunene apart is its music and dance. The rhythmic beats of traditional drumming can be heard echoing through villages, inviting people to join the festivities. From energetic tribal dances to soulful ballads sung under starlit skies, there's something truly magical about experiencing the music and dance performances in Kunene. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Kunene region is its wildlife and conservation efforts in place to protect it. The region is home to a diverse array of species, from majestic elephants roaming the savannas to elusive leopards lurking in the shadows. Conservationists in the area have their work cut out for them as they strive to balance the needs of both humans and animals in the wild and untamed landscape. The efforts to conserve wildlife in Kunene are nothing short of impressive. It's like watching a high stakes of Jenga, but with endangered species instead of wooden blocks. Rangers patrol the vast land, keeping a watchful eye on poachers who try to sneak in under cover of darkness. It's like a real-life game of cat and mouse, not only with the lions, but with humans too. The patrolling rangers do not mess around. They're like ninjas in khaki uniforms, stealthily tracking down any would-be poacher before they can do any harm. The economic development of the Kunene region is closely tied to its key industries, which play a vital role in shaping the region's prosperity and growth. In addition to tourism, agriculture also plays a crucial role in driving economic development in Kunene. The region's arable land and favorable climate supports a variety of crops such as maize, millet, and sorghum. Livestock farming is also prevalent in Kunene, with cattle rearing being a major source of income for many residents. These agricultural activities not only provide employment, but also contribute to food security and sustainable development in the region. Furthermore, Mining is another key industry in Kunene that has the potential to boost economic growth. The region is rich in minerals such as diamonds, copper, and semi-precious stones such as tourmaline and amethyst. The extraction and processing of these minerals have the potential to create jobs and generate revenue for the local government. Overall, the diverse range of key industries in Kunene play a pivotal role in driving economic development and improving the livelihoods of its residents. By harnessing its natural resources effectively and promoting sustainable practices, the region can continue to thrive economically while preserving its unique cultural heritage. The historical background of the region, with its deep roots in traditional Himba culture and history of colonial influence, add to its cultural significance and provides a rich tapestry of stories for visitors to uncover. With proper investment and sustainable development practices, the region has the potential to thrive while preserving its natural resources and cultural heritage. Overall, the Kunene region offers a fascinating blend of geography, history, culture, and economic opportunity that makes it a truly special place worth exploring. By understanding and appreciating all that the region has to offer, we can work towards ensuring its continued prosperity for generations to come.
For many, bullying leaves scars that run deep. We now share the story of a young man who endured relentless bullying since his teenage years and even contemplated taking his own life.
Being on school, having to be bullied every day, it was quite tough, and sometimes it makes you feel like I don't want to go back, or I just want to finish this day, or I just want to end it, because you're not fitting in, nobody likes you. So from that time, it took me up to where I'm today, doing things just to like myself. Sometimes I actually felt I'm not good enough. I don't fit in, and so on. Multiple times it led me to suicide. Even I got introduced to drugs, and that being into the drug addiction, it gave me purpose. Almost like now I have something that I can focus on, or it's giving me a meaning. It's also like, oh, see what you've done. You are not good. Nobody even likes you because you are only a drug addict. And the first time I tried to commit suicide, it was I was actually alone in my flat, but I don't know what or how it happened, because I took some sleeping tablets and I cut my wrist. So I was lying on the bed, and it's over now. And a friend of mine came knocking on my door, and she saw there's the keys inside, still inside. So she just put two and two together and go get some help and so on. So that was, I think it was not my time. So God intervened, and I got saved. Jesus is the one to guide you, to save you, but I always had that feeling. He is why he made me suffer this much. So how can I trust in a God that I've been from childhood until today? I was suffering, and I was feeling I will do it on my own. I will try it on my own, but I will not. And the evening, I was lying in my bed. I was crying. I was feeling like this feeling is coming, and I cannot do this anymore, because few months, 2 weeks, a month, it's good, and then I'm starting again. And I cried and I cried and I said, Jesus, if you are real, why must I suffer this much? And I could just feel something coming over me, something, a touch that I cannot describe. And that evening, it's like a move in my body, and I just the feeling I got, I just wanted more of this. So I got back to this friend of mine. I told him what happened. So we started on Friday evenings. We a group of guys that come together, same story, same drugs, but all of us are now trying to get our lives in order. So going on this journey, it's a daily road, having to ask God every day for Him to intercede, to lead you, to guide you, and it's the best decision I made.
His experience reminds us of the lasting impact of kindness and support. If you are being bullied, remember that life, even after deep hurt, can still hold hope.
Hi, I'm Hendrina. I am the founder of Meraki Wellness Center. So I am just here to briefly speak about the different facials we do. Of course, in winter, you always want to do a different skincare regimen in winter. Okay, so winter time, you want to rejuvenate the skin, you want to restore and repair the skin as well. So you all know you get freckles and you get dry skin during winter, so moisturizing and chemical peels is the way to go. Now we're doing a retinol peel. Peel ideally is the best thing for you to do during winter. The reason why is because it discolmates the skin, exfoliates the skin, getting rid of old skin and getting new skin back on, right? So we put on the peel, we leave it on for about 8 hours. The client works out with the peel and it processes for 8 hours. After 8 hours, you rinse it off, she rinses it off, and then put on a mask just to hydrate the skin. And then the next 2-3 days, we expect a massive peeling off the skin. It's very important that you wear your gloves throughout the procedure. It's just because there is a chemical process. First thing you want to do is just cleanse the face, just so that you make sure that the skin is properly clean before you get into the whole treatment. So this is an active cleanser, basically just to remove any traces of makeup, any dirt on the skin, just so that the product penetrates the skin better. So it's always nice to use warm compresses as you remove the cleanser. This basically just to remove excess dirt effectively. What you really want to do is have a look at the skin and do a proper skin analysis that gives you a proper understanding as to the type of skin the client has and the conditions that you really want to focus on. So you can see the skin is quite dry and she also have a bit of pigmentation on her cheeks. So that, of course, she's a candidate for a chemical peel. So you can see around here she has a bit of breakouts as well. So basically you put it on for 8 hours, let it set,
swimming after the treatment, no steams, no saunas, and also you have to avoid sun and use really good sunscreen. Ideally, it complements all skin types because it's quite rejuvenating. We do have different type of peels though to cater different conditions such as acne, pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles aging, glioema, and so forth. And ideally, it's always best you peel during winter because that's when the sun is less exposed to the sun. Chemical peel also then improves product penetration because the more the skin peels, the effective your home care skin is at home. So once you remove the superficial layer of the skin, then the product penetration at home is enhanced. And it's also very important that I put on sunscreen. This is one of our best sunscreen called Solar Spritzer. So it's quite light and it works well, especially for dark skin, because it does not create that purplish ashy look, and it penetrates and gives you a little bit of a radiant glow, and it's quite light on the surface of the skin. So ideally, after a chemical peel, you'd want to put on sunscreen just to protect the skin further. You can see we might have to leave the chemical peel to process. While it's processing, I'd go ahead and do a little scalp massage for her. Perfect, and we are done. So basically what I expect my client to do is to rinse off the peel in 8 hours, and then she puts on the home care. This is a mask that she will use as aftercare, and I will be expecting to see her in the next 3-4 weeks. Facials are very essential. Ideally, you want to have a facial once a week, or once a month, and especially if you wear makeup, it's very important that you have a proper skincare routine. Wintertime, you want to have a more thicker moisturizer, a creamy cleanser, and of course, summertime, you want to have a gel cleanser and a more lighter moisturizer, because summertime, the skin produces massive oils, produces a lot of sweat, so it hydrates itself, whereas wintertime, the vasoconstriction of the skin is quite strong, so there is no oil production, so you gotta have to feed the skin with emollients from the outside. This is the end of the treatment. We have done our retinol peel. I'm very excited for my client to start feeling in the next 2-3 days. Well, again, I'll just walk through the home care advice. No sun exposure, no steam room, no saunas, and of course, just hydrating the skin. Well, thank you for having me. Once again, my name is Andrina, and namaste.
I'm so grateful that we're able to go and see the Obahemba culture and the various cultures in the Oshigambo tribe as well.
This one is a Himba house. definitely heritage, and I come from the Ovaherero people, and they really embrace the importance of knowing your roots and your foundation.
It's actually fun. It's easy. It's easy. They're actually very smooth, but the nails are the problem. They're pointy, and if I stick them, it will kick me.
I'm trying my best.
It's difficult. It's not as easy as it looks.
She's showing us how to do it.
The other thing that I enjoyed is when we went to the Ovahimba tribe. There I got to learn that they really idolize cattle, which is something that I never knew because we don't do it in our culture.
The other tradition that stood out for me was the Ovahimba culture, which I got to experience that in one way or another we are united and we share the same rituals, such as the holy fire, which is used to protect people that go to places called Ushimba, in our culture the Oswambo.
And this between the animal here and the main room, there is a red light. And in the middle here, there is a holy fire. That's where they used to set the fire. Especially if they have something to discuss with their ancestor, they have to put on the fire and then they surround it and then they talk to your ancestor through the animal scalp.
And the part that I really love is the fact that we need to hold on to our ancestry and the important role they play in our identity, because again, we are so much from them and we started with them and we continue to be them wherever we go.
I think we notice that there are similarities such as the holy fires that both these tribes have that I never even knew of. So for me, it was very enlightening, and honestly, I feel empowered as a Namibian to have this knowledge now.
The fire next to the Onjuvo is also a significant part of our tradition, and to see that we have something in common with a totally different culture is so amazing.
And learning such things is very inspirational. It shows us that even though we are different in cultures, we are all connected in what we believe in and how we execute it at the end of the day.
What's up, Water Lifestyle fam? It's your boy Saint Fitness at Body Tech Gym. Today I'm gonna take you through a back and chest workout with my boy Wilson. Let's go. Usually I start my workout with some sort of warm-up. Today I'll just do about 2 to 3 minutes skipping rope just to get the body warm, and then we'll take it from there. After skipping, we'll start with incline Smith machine chest press, superset with leg pull downs, because we're doing back and chest.
Honorable members, welcome back. For now, the Secretary will read the second order of the day.
Introduction and motivation of report. Report of the National Council delegation to the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA, Conference on Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians, CWP, Gender Sensitization Workshop, Africa Region, held in Kigali, Rwanda, from 20th to 22nd May 2025.
Thank you. Honorable Kaishungu, are you ready to move the report? Your mic.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much. Any second? Any objection?
and the online activities.
Umuha, the Interparliamentary Union, which is led by your Vice Chairperson of the Council. Also, young parliamentarians. We are lucky that at least we could have 3 young parliamentarians who could stand on the IPO's Forum of Young Parliamentarians, who brought also, and I hope our chamber will be changed in the next session. Those are people who was leading our committees. And we should not forget that our parliament needs women. We were also having women functions, and we could also go and sit and discuss, especially when it comes to issues pertaining women parliamentarians and assault and so on. All that, thank you very much, colleagues, for your unwavering support. We have enjoyed as the ICC members, and I hope for those who will come back, you will still continue giving that support. Honorable Chairperson, I don't want to forget our clerks, our researchers, and the Secretariat of the National Council through our Secretary, Mr. Tosi, for being the engine that keeps this institution running. Without workers, we cannot go forward. But workers always, those are the engine of institution wherever you go, because those are implementers, the technocrats. Thank you very much. Honorable Chairperson, this exit report is a reflection of our collective effort, a mirror of our shared purpose to strengthen the voice of this council and to deliver better governance for our people. As we hand over the baton to the incoming Implementation and Coordination Committee, let us do so with pride in what we have achieved and with faith in the institution we serve. That is the National Council. Now, may this report inspire continued excellence, greater cooperation, and an unwavering pursuit of the values that define the House. It defines the House: integrity, accountability, and service to the nation, which is our Namibian nation. Honorable members, Honorable Chairperson, with those words, I hereby table already the report, which called the exit report of the Implementation and Coordination Committee of the 6th National Council, starting its journey from 2020-2025 for consideration and adoption by this August House. Honorable Chairperson, I rest my case and thank you very much.
Thank you. Any further discussion? On the, yes, Honorable Masiko, I'm seeing your hand.
Thank you very much, Comrade Chairperson, honorable members. I'm a very, very late comer to this house, and I've witnessed firsthand the work of standing committees when you visit regions. I will give an example or two, or maybe 3 examples on the impact that the respective standing committees have had on key developmental issues in the regions, specifically in the Zambezi region where I come from. The Standing Committee on Health visited the Zambezi region sometime, I think 2023, somewhere there, if not 2022. And during that visit, we had tabled concerns of the state hospital utilizing private ambulances to transport patients from Katima to Windhoek. That report, including all the information, was given to the committee and the urgent need for ambulances and the upgrade of facilities. From the chairperson, honorable members, let me be the first witness and also the bearer of good news to tell you and inform you officially that we got 5 ambulances just a few months ago. State hospital itself. Last week, we inaugurated an ICU facility, Katima Mulilo State Hospital. We have recruited numerous doctors in primary health centers in the Zambezi region for the first time ever. One other issue in the Committee on Education. There's a hostel at Shukmansberg. I heard it was reported yesterday. That hostel, a contractor abandoned site, I think many years ago, a few years ago actually, and disappeared into thin air. The Committee on Education went there, were given report, all the information. I can tell you last year, that facility was inaugurated, and the learners are in that hostel. There are numerous examples that I can cite that the good work of the standing committees of this House has done in the regions. And may I ask you to please pat yourselves on the back because you have done a tremendous job for the good of the Namibian people. Definitely, honorable member. So there are so many great examples on the ground of the kind of work that you members have done on the ground. And I'm so happy that I was afforded this opportunity to be part of this group. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Honorable members, let's focus on the report that was tabled and motivated. I know that you have a lot to say, but then why can't you say it out formally? I'm expecting hands. Honorable Shimi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable members. Yeah, it's just a matter of supporting what Honorable from Zambezi says, Masiku. To be honest, I must say congratulations the region of Zambezi region. You cried for a long time for such a kind of services within your regions, more especially on the health department. And if that you report to us, it's a very good news to us, and it's happening there, then really, this one, it's a good treatment to the majority of the Zambezi region's members in that regions because they are overcrying of such a kind of services from their government. You must be congratulated. I believe you're still going to receive the referral hospital in Zambezi. And that is also a wish of the Namibian people and Namibian government also to make sure the Zambezi region has received their own referral hospital instead of the patient from that region to be transported from Zambezi to Kavango region up to Vindo, but rather to have your own referral hospital within Zambezi region. In fact, the distance is too long. Why do we need to transport our patients in such a kind of a long distance? Maybe why. So I'm also wish to congratulate our own government that what we are trying to improve in regions, it really show a good understanding of what our people are requesting to their government. And further, this is also one of the work of the regional councillors in each regions, in each council. When you are there sitting, demanding the services to your regions, and the government answering you, it's one of the good examples. It's happening in other regions. All of you must be congratulated. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Honorable Amjinde.
Honorable Chair, you see, we don't want lady to question the report because it's our report for the committees, but rather just to comment. And my comment is confined that the work of the committee is very, very paramount. And therefore, I think it's very, very important for the budget of the National Council to be increased so that committees can be able to do a lot of work that have got a positive impact in the community members, as you have seen, not only in Zambezi, but in all regions. So when we say the budget of the standing committee need to be increased, does not mean the honorable member of those standing committee they want to travel. It's because they want to touch the ground and come up with touchable evidence that you have to recommend and submit to the right ministry and to the agency and the offices so that implementation can start there. Therefore, it's very, very important for our Honorable Minister of Finance in the 2026-2027, the budget of the National Council should be increased so that the standing committees, the implementation committees, and the other committees of the National Council should have got enough budget so that they can able to do their oversight and also benchmark, so that what we are going to do is going to have an impact, positive impact in the community, and they are our electorates, because we are from the ground level, and when we go there, we know where to touch and all the things that are affecting our people. So that's just the comment. We really appreciate the implementation committee for crafting that nice report, that inclusive for all committees. We thank you, Honorable Vice Chairperson and Chairperson of the implementation committee, and also our chairpersons of the committees. We really thank you for coming together and craft that nice report. When we walk out from this chamber, we walk taller. That's because of your work and our work that we have made. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I see the hand of Honorable Probst.
Thank you, Chairman. I also wanted to air my voice on from the ICC. Yesterday, I wanted also to say a few things when my chairman was reporting on the work of PAC, Public Accounts Committee. And I also want to concur with Honorable Amujinji that whenever there is a request for committees, various committees, for increment within the allocated amounts, this really must be looked into very seriously. Why? Yesterday, there were some members that also applaud the work of the BAC. And as one of the members of that committee, really the workload within that committee is very huge. And within the report also, we didn't touch all the referred reports, audit reports. We only select few of them from the bunch of 77 reports which was transferred to the PAC. So we only pick the most worst cases. But I, for one, will really recommend to the ICC committee in the future that they look mostly to the allocation of PAC. I'm not saying the other committees are not important to have what they want, but to maybe look into the allocation of PAC. Really, there are a lot of work within the committee work that they tackle most of the referred reports to them. So I applaud the work of the ICC. I also applaud all the chairpersons within the different standing committees for the work that they have done within their committees. So really I am pleading with this small contribution for the committee that I was of. I thank you.
Thank you so much. I believe those that are coming back have taken note, and those that are going to be in leadership have also taken note for them to consider the increment of the allocation, more particularly to the Public Account Committee and perhaps all other committees. Yeah, I believe it will be taken care of. Any other discussion? I see none. Honorable Kauma, positive comments were made to your report by other members. Any conclusive remark from your side?
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Honorable members, let me observe whether there is no one from the standing committee's chairpersons who want to intervene. Then I will go ahead. Just want to give opportunity to chairpersons for those who want to intervene.
Thank you so much. If there is any chairperson, but I believe because there were no questions, there were just comments that were made. I'm not sure if it requires some responses. That's why I gave you an opportunity to just do the conclusive remark.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Honorable members, thank you for considering our report as the Implementation Committee and Coordination. Honorable Simasiku, thank you very much for giving that detailed benefits from Zambezi. Honorable Chairperson, I attended the Heroes Day, which was commemorated in Zambezi this year. We heard the cry of the drama what was performed by children from Zambezi groups. It touched, and it was seriously something you have to take with at home as a leader. And several platforms it was displayed. And only that, it means a lot. Thank you that you have seen actions coming. Our government are serious, and especially when we talk about our mother. The current president, Her Excellency Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, she speaks a volume on action than talking. Don't talk much. Do action. We are too few to be poor. That is her slogan I like. And still more is coming. As I heard, Even the referral hospital we already discussed, and I think it is in the pipeline. Thank you very much for those input. Honorable Shimi, for supporting our Masiku, our Chief Whip. Thank you very much. It includes Honorable Chairperson, Honorable members, at our Regional Council, Kavango East. Last year, I put a motion on that cry of Zambezi, because I have heard always they are saying, why everything is in Rundu? So it didn't discourage me as a councillor, but it make me more energy to speak on your behalf. I take your words and I put a motion to say, Rundu only can't be a referral hospital, but rather we make Rundu, the current hospital, as a district hospital, and then we build a referral hospital. Thanks to our government, as I'm speaking now, this motion got attention, and our director, Ms. Mendai, was very busy on this. As we are speaking now, we get a leasehold. The traditional authority of Sambio gave us a big land. Although it is Rundu Referral Hospital, it will be built in Rundu Rura because of the spacing in our town. We could not get land quickly, but it will be built in Rundu Rura. Currently, as we speak, the land is ready and also the budget for this hospital is ready, making it easy even from people from Hangwena and also the nearby Grootfontein will still be assisted. That is just my adding. Honorable Amjinji, thank you very much for those comments. Within our report, you will read and see that we make a resolution or a recommendation that this committee's budget must be increased from 900, is it 900, 9,000, 900,000 to 1.5 million. It means that we are considering the outcry of the work of the committees. Thank you very much for that observation. Our resolution at page 7 of this report is very clear, and we have just to make sure that our colleagues who's coming must use this report for them to make it a start. Honorable Dobbs, the same, your increment request is heard, and PAC, Honorable Chief Whip, is a very important committee at all. Why I like PAP, they are also talking a lot when it comes to Africa as countries and SADC. And so we have to support this committee seriously for them to go ahead. In and all, thank you very much for everyone who did your input during the preparation of this report, especially our director, Mr. Karombe, our clerks, Madam Fransman, Mr. Mwala, Mono, and also the others who assisted. Serious, our clerks have worked, especially when we were in the Zambezi. They could not sleep. And now, Madam Mate and Elizabeth, yeah, and the others. Thank you very much for assisting us. Now the committee, as it was said by Honorable Amjinji, we go out, especially myself, who was leading the standing committees as chairperson of the Implementation and Coordination Committee
I go with a happy, very happy heart because I concluded what was belonging to me with all of you. So we go tall. We will not make you shame chairperson. We make you a proud chairperson. With that, honorable members, thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you. I now put a question that the report be adopted. Any objection? Agreed to. Thank you so much. The report stands officially adopted. Honorable members, the secretary or acting secretary will read the fourth order of the day.
Debate on second reading, Appropriation Amendment Bill, Bill 11 of 2025.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, this morning we have adopted the motion that could enable us to, or that enables us to transit from the first reading to the second reading and to be done during the same sitting. Now, at this stage, we are at the second reading of the same bill, which is an appropriation amendment bill, Bill 11 of 2025. I now ask members for further or for contributions at this stage. I see a hand of Honorable Amjindi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Member. I just want to make my small contributions to Appropriation Bill Amendment Bill, Bill 11, 2025. When this budget review is being to go implemented, I want to see the following happen. When we were debating the budget this year, I said, when the recruitment on NDF, Namibia Correctional Service, police, they should also consider, they should have a certain quota of youth that underwent a national youth service training, so that we cannot just have these people trained in a national service, but we let them go just in the street. At least each and every recruitment, whether it is Namibian Defense Force and the Correctional Service, they should consider a certain quota of those people underwent a national youth service trained, because it is going to be easier even for the forces to train these people, because these people have got already skills. They underwent that civics trainings already. It will be easier for them. And most of them, they will not leave the training because they have already endured that way of training. That is it. One thing also I want to see this budget addressing is that in the regions, the Ministry of Education have requested us, regions, to give at least 2 places to identify 2 constituencies in the region where the standard of sports stadium going to be constructed. I hope all the regional council have identified and submitted that. What we want to see is the acceleration to start the construction of those standard sport facility in those identified sport field in those constituencies in those regions, so that next year again we can go further to the other constituencies that were left. So we want that budget to address that, to acceleration of the implementation of construction of those sport facilities. Yes, we are happy that there's a Namibian Youth Development Fund in the budget have increased. I mean, the years of youth, it was from the years of 25 to years of 35. But now, the age limit has increased to 45. We really appreciate. So now it accommodates the people between the age of 35 to 45, which is very good. And we want to see to it that the youth that are going, the people that are going to benefit from the Youth Development Fund, they must make sure that they use this money correctly so that they can create a job to get income. Also, they can employ others who could not able to benefit from this fund. But we also telling the nation that this is not the end. This is just the beginning. So they must take this one very serious. Those who have already funded, they must use this money wisely to create job, to get income, and also to employ other youth, so that the government is ready to support the youth.
You have only some seconds.
All right. With this, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable Member, this is just the few comments that I wanted to make a contribution to this budget. I submit.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Honorable members, as we have agreed earlier, that our contributions will be controlled by the watch in front of us, which is within the time frame of 5 minutes. So as we are contributing, we should always be vigilant with the reduction on the watch up there. I now ask for further contributions. I see the hand of Honorable Shimi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members. Yes, we are receiving this main team review, the Appropriation Amendment Bill. Even though we are in a very hard time of our own members who would like to go at the region for campaign, but because of the commitments in the work entrusted to us, the honorable members decide to respect the call and come to do their respective work at this August House. I would like just to say some few words on this bill. I would like to say that in early May, let's say from April up to May, June somewhere, some of the regions has experienced flooding, and their roads were washed away by these floods. And up to now, there is no repairs or maintenance at these affected spot areas which was destroyed by flood. I wonder if this situation of the rain which is coming early, whether we are going to manage early from December towards March this year. Now the question is, there is a division of emergency. I don't see what do they do after the rain has stabilized. They were supposed to attend or give a task to the road authority or whoever have a responsibility to maintain the affected areas at any infrastructures within the regions. It's so disappointing if we keep on delaying the process of maintaining our infrastructures. That's the word which I mean, because it will also cause harm to some of the school, hospital, and even access to our own transport means to other destinations. So I urge our government through this midterm review to quickly intervene and see the way forward. Furthermore, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable members, we had experienced a very heavy damage caused by fire, failed fire, few months ago, which caused a damage of almost 1,000 or more hectares of land, which I feel, if that is the case, this bill should also allocate some fund and continue doing that as a government to prepare for any emergency, or not even to attend it through emergency, but just to get ready at any time, so that we can protect our environment, so that we can protect our wild animals and human beings too. Because what had happened in Oshana and Msati Patri, it's very disheartening, and we need to prepare ourselves as a government to protect our environment. Let me welcome the Department of the Peace, which is decentralized to the regional level, and I believe the work services which is provided by these departments is going to be easy to our farms, to our farmers, in terms of service.
You have less than 30
Yeah, in
seconds.
terms of service, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. In terms of service deliveries. Let me also welcome our government being provided a very good sanitations in some rural areas in this financial year. And I hope also to add some more funds so that we can also assist where we did not reach in this financial year. I thank you, Honorable Chair, Honorable members.
Thank you so much for being on time. And, any further discussion? Honorable Kadongo Minya.
Yeah, thank you very much, my honorable chairperson and honorable members. We are talking of an additional budget that is added, and then when you look into it, when you look into the original budget and the additional one, and then you look at the total of it, you will see that those figures is more or less the same. And then that is when you go into the different votes, some votes have been subtracted and some votes have been added and so on. So the difference is very, very small on what was added to the different ministries. But that is not what I wanted to talk today. What I wanted to ask and to talk about today for the few minutes, I wanted to understand and to see what is our economy angered. Our economy should have been anchored on the extractive industry. Our economy should have been anchored on the fisheries. Our economy should be anchored on the oil and all these other things. But now it's very unfortunate, and I really wholeheartedly support the call of Her Excellency the President of this Republic when she was trying to take over the Ministry of Mines and Energy after what happens, that you have said, gone are those days that really people have went into the struggle to fight for the liberation of this country. People have went out of their way to do everything for this country. But today what we are doing is not. We are very careless about the others. People are taking money and funds of government just to enrich themselves. Just a very few. And then to go back and say government is not doing A, B, C, D, E. How can government do A, B, C, D, E if 1 billion is sitting in someone's hands? And really, you allow others to go hungry to bed. You allow any other thing to happen. I really for us to improve and for our budget to be meaningful and for this money. We put up a budget of 89 million. What is going back to the people after we have the 89 billion? 20% of this budget is what is taking care of the Namibians. The 80% of the budget is somewhere else. And the very same people, and we are not shamed. We are the people that go back and stand tall and say, vote for me. After saying this, what are we doing to these poor people? People are living in shacks and wherever. Government cannot afford even to increase the old age pension. Not because they cannot increase. Those that are entrusted with government funds are not doing well to government itself. Why are we doing this to our own government? And really, let's support, and I don't know, Honorable Chair, my Honorable Chair, whether we will give this Her Excellency a second term or not, because there is a need that we need to correct. There is a tendency in Namibia that we need to correct. 5 years will not be enough for her to correct whatever she needs to correct. Really. I'm really just speaking out of my heart. No, I'm not going that side. I'm just saying the truth because we cannot do this to other Namibians. People are living hungry there. But our money is in our own coffers. We're entrusted as ministers, as whatever, but we are the ones doing that to our own people. This is not the way we should go. And some of these things we have to support her and trying to see how best can she bring this country back on track. Because what have happened in the past cannot happen because our money and our economy is going down the drain because of people entrusted with the welfare of this country. And we cannot do those. You were trusted, but you are doing the opposite. That is what that I really wanted to complain, and the others I will speak later. Thank you very much, my Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? I believe Her Excellency is also listening for the support that she is receiving from this House. Honorable Garab.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I also want to contribute to the bill in review. And it's true, there are some instances that in the midterm review, budget review, there was a decrease. But I particularly want to highlight regarding the mine workers, the labor relations and mine workers. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, I rise today deeply concerns our communities, the treatment of mine workers, particularly the age 55 and above when they are retrenched. Many of our workers, after decades of service to Namibia's mining industry, have been paid out their pensions in cash, instead of being allowed to retire with full benefits. This practice denies our mine workers long-term financial security and the dignity of proper retirement. Too often, the once-off cash payments are quickly exhausted, leaving our senior workers vulnerable and without medical aid support when they need it most. As a regional councillor and a former mine worker myself, I strongly believe this situation must change. Therefore, one will suggest the following key actions. We should review current labor and pension laws to allow workers aged 55 and above to retire early with full benefits, rather than being retrenched with full lump sum payouts. Mining companies must adopt fair policies that protect workers, particularly the older workers, and offer humane exit options. Now, when the mines are closing down, they don't consider this option. Even though you might be 55 years old and above, they will just give you cash payment out. Medical aid coverage should be extended for retirees and those nearing retiring age in the mining fraternity. The disturbing issue of injury on duty and what sometimes transpired in particular in the mining field is worrisome. The mines in Namibia, sometimes when a worker, for example, is injured on duty, even don't prepare the injured workers adequately, and sometimes opt for cash payout strategy, which in principle is very worrisome and disturbing. The workers that might have been injured on duty should be properly looked after and should even retire with full pension and medical benefits for that matter. Mine workers unions must make sure that these issues are properly looked after. Tripartite dialogue between government, employers, and unions must be strengthened to secure fair treatment for aging workers, and particularly when they are retrenched. Our mine workers have given their best years to building nation, to building our nation, and it is our duty to ensure that they retire with dignity, peace, and financial stability. Let us stand together as leaders, employers, unions, and citizens to protect those who have built the foundation of our economy. I thank you.
Thank you so much. Any further discussion? Honorable Chaveonja.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, Honorable members. I also just want to contribute a bit on the appropriation bill. My little contribution will be like, as much as government is trying, by all means, as Honorable Kanguminya was saying, we need also from our side with the expediting process of some of these key issues that government want to address. I find it seriously, Honorable Chair, Honorable members, a challenge that as regional councillors and local authority councillors, we are finding it very tough when it comes to the approval of our budget. The budget have been moved to February with an understanding that, we are then trying to create more months for the execution of the budget. But the challenge that really pains you is that you as a regional council or local authority, you've been asked to submit your budget. You do the whole process, you submit your budget for that specific year. And then you are then been given what is the proper word? A ceiling. My understanding, Honorable Chair, Honorable Members, is that the moment you give somebody a ceiling, that should then automatically quantify as an approval. Because I wanted an 80 million, you end up saying, no, reduce it to 50 million. Yet, while the regional council or local authority have reduced it to 50 million, they still have to wait for the approval of the minister to approve their budget. And with the minister, with the workload that he's having, it becomes a challenge because you are talking about we are talking about 14 regions and I think 54 or 51 municipalities. So my understanding is that going forward, and I think I have raised this also previously in the engagement with the minister when we were having our stakeholder engagement, I said, Committee Minister, you coming back and saying the execution when it comes to municipality and regional council is very slow when it comes to projects, capital projects specifically. But the problem is sometimes people are waiting for the approval. And that time we're in September, I think if it is not August, by then even our regional budget was not yet approved. So the understanding is that we need to see to it. I will ask the minister and whoever are part of him, her team, that how do we then make sure that this ceiling become an automatic approval? Because the moment you give a regional council or local authority a ceiling, let it become an automatic approval, and then people can then execute the whole budget, then relying on a 30% of the previous financial year. Secondly, I really also want to applaud and appreciate, I don't know now here, I would say from the cabinet to then to the Minister of Finance, National Planning and everybody, with the understanding that, as we are saying, you can only classify a government as a caring government the moment government is responsive. When you look at this, we are talking about employment of 665 teachers. We are talking about 1,537 personnel in the Ministry of Health. And with that, we have been complaining here, I believe even at my district hospital, there were vacancies that were in the 30s. So somehow, with this trap, all of us know that even what government is doing, and Mukangomia was just now saying that most of these monies are going to operational budget. But what can you do? Unfortunately, in Namibia, it's vice versa, because at the end of the day, our government is the biggest employer, while it should be the one that should then create an avenue where others should come in and trade. So I'm seeing, I don't know whether I was given 5 minutes or it was half of the 5 minutes.
You have less than 10 seconds.
No, the minutes are already done.
Okay.
So,
Honorable
Chair, I don't know
your
whether
minutes are gone.
Was I given the minutes that remain from Garap? Okay, I will then come back because the second round.
Thank you so much.
I'm not done.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the valuable contributions. It's just unfortunate that we have agreed to 5 minutes. Any further discussion? Honorable Kennedy.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. I will be very brief. I just want to add on what Honorable Chabenjo have said with regard to the approval of the budget by the Minister of Regional and Local Government, MOOT. In fact, up to now, budget of some regional councils have not been approved. And it's very difficult for regional councils to execute their function if the budget is not approved on time by the minister. It's very difficult, Honorable Chairperson, because implementing capital projects, for example, have different stages. The advertisement, the appointment of consultants, and so on and so forth. And these stages also consume some time. And once we start with the actual implementation of the budget, of the project, it's the time when the financial year is about to end. And it's very difficult to execute the functions. Secondly, Honorable Chairperson, I have a problem when it comes to the recruitment by ECN, when it comes to the electoral of election officials. In my constituency, I'm not tribalistic, but everyone can see that. In my constituency, we are having a certain member, which is the returning officer of the constituency. And he is only recruiting 80% of the officials recruited by ECN. It's from the tribe of that particular returning officer. And we complain this with ECN. And ECN is always telling us, no, the recruitment is not done at the constituency level. It's done from Ventu. But the same person, same tribal person, of the person from the same tribe, is the head of the HR in Ventu. And that's where we are having a problem. We want elections, for elections to be free and fair, it must start from also the recruitment of the officials who will make sure that elections will be free and fair. And I think I'm calling upon
ECM, trainings will start tomorrow. For ECM to make sure to balance the tribes in their electoral officials. Not to be seen that only tribe A is really recruited as election officials in a particular constituency. Very sad, Honorable Chair. Lastly, on the issue of free education, as announced by the President during the State of the Nation address. I'm a little bit worried, Honorable Chair. Usually in my language, we are saying, Tan urika kamen hoku, asa kametin hoku satan umina. I don't know how to translate that one. And what we have done is that we have done away with NAFSAP, not knowing what will the free education entails for our students and kids. Now the parents have to pay transport, accommodation, food, which is expensive than the tuition fee. Government have actually played us, the parents, taking over the responsibility of registration fee, which is just 2,000 at NEM, which is just 2,000 at NAST, which is just 3.5 perhaps at UNA. And government have taken over that responsibility.
Honorable Member, you have less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, I will, yeah. Government have taken over that responsibility and put a more difficult responsibility on the shoulders of the parents, which is to pay the accommodation, which is very expensive. That accommodation was covered by NANSAP with the previous arrangement. And at least the kids, oh, it's gone, no? Okay, nevertheless, thank you very much, Chairperson. I will come back on the committee stage.
Thank you so much. Honorable Nambodi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members. I understand times against us, but to do opacity, I seek a concurrence of this August House to postpone this discussion up to tomorrow, the 7th November 2025. I so submit. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Honorable Nambodi is of the opinion that the second reading or the discussion should be postponed to tomorrow. Any objection to that? It stands postponed. Honorable members, that was the order of the day. I shall now call upon the Chief Whip to adjourn the House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members. The House stands adjourned until tomorrow, 9:30 sharp.
Any objection? Agreed to. The House stand adjourned until tomorrow, 9:30 sharp, as so pronounced.